In Cork, Ireland, a seemingly ordinary school became the center of a terrifying mystery. It all began one night when the school's security cameras captured something that left everyone in shock. The footage starts showing an empty, dimly lit hallway. Then, without warning, there's a sudden flash of light. It's as if a white shadow or figure appears for a split second before vanishing into thin air, after which the silence of the hallway is abruptly shattered by the forceful movement of objects. Take a look. Next, all of a sudden the lockers start to rattle and bang open, as if a ghost is wreaking havoc within their metallic confines. Papers and objects are hurled out, scattered across the floor by an invisible hand. Now watch how the chaos reaches its peak when the wet floor sign, standing in the middle of the hallway, is violently thrown as if pushed by an unseen force. It flies through the air and crashes to the ground, the sound echoing. Principal Wolf and the rest of the staff were at a loss for explanations. The motion sensors, which activated the cameras, confirmed that something, or someone, was moving through the hallway. But with no physical presence detected, the footage left them and anyone who watched it in a state of uneasy bewilderment. On March 12, 2017, a very scary experience unfolded when a YouTuber, with my own two hands, visited an antique fair and purchased two dolls. One of these dolls had an unsettling presence. It seemed to follow the YouTuber with its gaze, compelling her to buy it out of sheer curiosity and a touch of fear. She needed to determine if it was just her imagination or if the doll was truly moving voluntarily. Once home, she immediately began recording the doll to capture any strange movements. As she examined it on camera, the footage revealed something truly chilling. As soon as she picked up the doll, it moved its head and looked directly at her, confirming her suspicions, after which she even seems to be blinking. Take a look yourself to believe it.
This video captures the moment an old-looking doll moves on its own.
The doll's lifelike movements were undeniably captured on video, providing a spine-tingling glimpse into the uncanny world of haunted antiques. The video shared by With My Own Two Hands showcases this unsettling moment, leaving viewers questioning the scary power and presence of seemingly innocent objects from the past. In this chilling clip from Japan, recorded in 2007, a seemingly innocent moment becomes deeply disturbing. A little girl is seen brushing her hair in front of an old mirror. She turns away to speak to her mother with her back towards the mirror, and her reflection turns with her. When she faces the mirror again, everything appears normal at first. However, as she turns back to her mother, the reflection shockingly shows the girl's face still staring into the mirror instead of her back, glaring in the most disturbing way. Carefully observe this clip.
女の子が母親の方を向き、一瞬鏡の方へ振り返った、その次の瞬間、右側の鏡に映り込んだ女の子のみが、睨みつけるようにこちらを向いている。
じゃーん。
この鏡は母親が知人から譲り受けた古いものだという。
The mirror, inherited from a local by the little girl's grandmother, seems to hold a dark secret. This unsettling footage suggests a connection between the mirror and something otherworldly, sending shivers down the spine of anyone who watches it. The eerie persistence of the girl's reflection, defying the natural order, leaves viewers questioning the nature of reality and the possibility of haunted objects. In a compilation posted on TikTok by Haunting Facts, several deeply unsettling events were captured during night shifts at a hospital, sending chills down the spine of viewers worldwide. The first clip shows the footage beginning in an empty ER room, where ceiling panels inexplicably open and close on their own, like some secret portal to another world, heightening the sense of a supernatural presence lurking just out of sight. This clip takes us to the morgue, a place already shrouded in mystery and death. In this footage, you won't believe it, but the body bags are literally seen moving up and down, as if possessed by some unseen force. Watch how the bodies inside appear to be having fits, the movement unnatural and deeply disturbing. In 2016, a mother in the UK shared a video on Facebook that quickly went viral, leaving parents and paranormal enthusiasts alike terrified. The video was taken from her baby monitor, which was placed in her daughter Ruby's bedroom to keep an eye on her as she slept. What the monitor captured, however, was something far more disturbing than a sleeping child. In her post, the mother admitted she wasn't a believer in ghosts, at least not until a few minutes before uploading the clip. She wrote, "Fair to say I won't be sleeping very well tonight. I didn't believe in ghosts until about 5 minutes ago." Ruby is in the front top left corner of the cot in her room, with the door shut. Nobody else is in there, or so I thought. You can make up your own mind, but I'm one freaked out mother right now. As the video plays, it shows Ruby peacefully asleep in her cot. But what captured everyone's attention wasn't Ruby. A translucent figure, faint but unmistakable, appears to be moving near her cot. The eerie figure floats around the bed back and forth, with some viewers even claiming that it looked like the ghost of another baby hovering near Ruby. See for yourself. Whether it was a spirit or just a glitch in technology, whatever the explanation, the thought of a mysterious presence near a sleeping child is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. This footage is nothing short of proof of the paranormal. In the middle of a KFC, an ordinary night took a terrifying turn, leaving viewers questioning reality. Surveillance footage captures a worker diligently cleaning tables and pushing back chairs. Suddenly, he's violently yanked off his feet by an unseen force, landing hard on the floor. The most chilling part? He's dragged across the restaurant, screaming in terror. His desperate attempts to grab onto anything fail as the invisible entity pulls him backward. See for yourself. The sheer helplessness and horror in his eyes make this footage deeply disturbing and seemingly incontrovertible proof of the paranormal. It's a scene straight out of a nightmare where the ordinary becomes horrifyingly extraordinary. What seemed like a seemingly ordinary evening in Colombia, the unexplainable happened. A security guard, just finishing his shift, strolled through a dimly lit parking lot. Everything was quiet until the surveillance camera picked up something disturbing. Without warning, the man was violently thrown to the ground by an invisible force. He lay there, dazed and confused, as though an unseen entity had assaulted him. The guard then tries to crawl along the ground, where he appears to resist an invisible force tugging him along. The security footage shared by the mayor clearly shows the man walking calmly one moment and then being yanked backward and slammed onto the pavement the next. He struggled to comprehend what had just happened, looking around wildly for any sign of an assailant, but there was no one there. The parking lot remained empty. In interviews afterward, the man described a feeling of being pushed by a powerful, unseen force, almost like a ghost. Despite extensive investigations, no rational explanation has ever been found. In 2016, a bizarre and chilling event occurred at a Malaysian driving school, leaving witnesses and viewers utterly spooked. The incident was captured on CCTV, and it all started when a couple got into a heated argument. But what happened next was far from ordinary. As the argument intensified, the man stormed out of the room, leaving the woman behind. He walked into what appeared to be another office, talking on a cell phone. Now behind him, watch how an open door suddenly began to close on its own. He noticed this strange occurrence and nervously started packing up his things. But the real terror began when all three computer monitors in the room simultaneously flickered to life. Startled, he cautiously approached the monitors, trying to figure out if it was some sort of technical malfunction. Just as suddenly as they turned on, the monitors went dark again, only to flicker back to life moments later. At this point, his fear overcame him, and he bolted from the room in a panic. However, the ghostly activity didn't stop there. After the man left, one of the chairs in the office started to move. sliding across the floor as if pushed by an invisible hand. The door slammed shut with a loud bang, and the lights flickered before finally turning off completely, leaving the room in darkness. See for yourself. But perhaps the most terrifying part of this incident happened in the other room, where the woman was sitting alone, waiting. This CCTV footage captured a chair at the far end of the table moving on its own. She noticed the movement immediately, and fear washed over her face as she reached for her phone, desperate to call for help. Before she could fully comprehend what was happening, a second chair near her right side was shoved toward her with violent force, knocking her to the ground. Panicked, she tried to crawl toward the table for support, but the paranormal activity only escalated. In a terrifying sequence of events, more than half of the furniture in the room, chairs, tables, and other items, began moving toward the door, as if being pushed by some unseen force. The woman, overwhelmed with fear, fell unconscious as the furniture continued to shift and slam around her. This horrifying footage left viewers around the world speechless, with many speculating about the origins of the terrifying event. This incident at Okinawa Air Base in Japan has left many convinced that something paranormal is lurking in the shadows. The footage, recorded by someone while viewing the base's security cameras, has become one of the most spine-chilling examples of a possible shadow person or ghost caught on camera. Okinawa, steeped in a tragic history from World War II, has long been rumored to be haunted. The island witnessed intense battles and loss of life during the war, leading many to believe that the spirits of those who perished may still linger. This mysterious apparition first appears at the bottom left of the screen, moving stealthily around a sign posted at the base. At first, it seems like a strange movement in the shadows, but what happens next is hard to explain.
It's gonna move now, it's gonna move. Watch it. You see?
Yeah, I see the shadow moving.
You see how it moves? It's
Yeah,
in
it's
this
right.
corner. And
It's
then...
Suddenly, the shadowy figure moves from behind the sign, floating over it effortlessly. The way it moves defies explanation and immediately dispels any notion that this could be the shadow of a person. The figure's movements are fluid and extremely otherworldly, almost as though it is gliding in mid-air, after which it disappears from sight.
Fly away in a little bit.
Roger, go ahead and take care of yourself, copy.
Right there, it's going.
Where's the look at?
This footage quickly gained attention, with some speculating that the shadowy figure could be tied to the area's violent history. Many locals and military personnel who've worked at the base believe this to be the case, adding another layer of mystery to an already unsettling event. The Gettysburg battlefield is infamous not just for its historical significance, but also for the countless reports of paranormal activity associated with the site. Known as one of the bloodiest battles of the American Civil War, it's said that the spirits of fallen soldiers still linger, wandering the fields where they lost their lives. Over the years, many visitors and paranormal enthusiasts have claimed to witness eerie phenomena, and one particular video captured late at night has fueled speculation that the Gettysburg ghosts might have been caught on camera. In the video, everything seems calm at first as the camera pans across the dark battlefield, but then something odd happens. Watch how a light suddenly shines in the top right corner of the screen, catching the viewer's attention. As the light appears, a white apparition seems to glide smoothly across the field. The figure is faint, but its shape is distinct, almost like a person moving through the darkness. Unlike a person, however, the apparition appears to float effortlessly, its movements slow and unbroken. Watch carefully because it happens in a matter of seconds.
There's nothing sparkling. You see what I'm
What's
saying?
that? What is that?
Tree.
No. You moved it, right? Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Look.
There's nobody there.
Some speculated it could be an animal or person caught in the glow of the light, perhaps scurrying away, but no living thing moves in such a steady, fluid manner. This figure appeared to glide without any interruption in its movement. The Brookside Theatre in Romford, Essex, may be known for its theatrical productions, but in 2014, it became famous for something far more chilling. Late one evening, the theater's security camera captured something utterly inexplicable. What seemed like an ordinary night soon took a ghostly turn when a chair located in the middle of the theater appeared to move all on its own. Watch this footage carefully and how just a few seconds in, the chair eerily slides backward, seemingly propelled by an unseen force, almost as if it was being gently guided by an invisible presence. What adds even more mystery to the incident is the timing of it all. Earlier that night, a psychic medium had performed on stage, engaging the audience with messages from beyond. Could it be that the medium accidentally summoned a spirit and forgot to send it back to the other side? That's exactly what the theater's manager, Jai Seppel, humorously speculated after reviewing the footage. Seppel, who has managed the theater for years, admitted that strange happenings were not unusual here, with lights flickering and unexplained noises echoing through the halls. But this particular event stands out as the most spine-chilling. As Seppel put it, this is easily the freakiest thing I've seen. In 2014, the Old Man and Scythe, one of the oldest pubs in England, located in Bolton, became the site of one of the most unnerving paranormal events ever caught on camera. With a history stretching back over 750 years, the pub is steeped in local legend, and it is said to be haunted by several ghosts, including soldiers who fought in the English Civil War, with their restless spirits still lingering within its ancient walls. On a seemingly ordinary night in 2014, the pub's CCTV system captured a bizarre series of events that quickly gained international attention. The footage starts off showing the empty bar area in the early morning hours after the pub had closed. Everything seems calm and quiet at first, until strange things start happening. Suddenly, the lights in the bar begin to flicker erratically. This alone might have been dismissed as an electrical issue, but what happens next is far more unsettling. Then, in the scariest moment of the footage, a huge translucent figure, almost hooded, appears to materialize near one of the tables. It stays for a few seconds, and then watch how it disappears once again. The pub owner, Tony Dooley, discovered the footage the following morning. Speaking to the media, Dooley said, "I've watched the footage over and over again. It's spooky. There's no logical explanation for it." The figure in the footage is translucent, not solid, and seems to fade in and out of view, something that would be difficult for a human or prankster to do. Additionally, the pub was locked up tight for the night, and no one was inside the building at the time the footage was recorded. The 2014 incident at Ye Old Man and Scythe is one of the most compelling pieces of paranormal evidence to come out of the pub. For those who believe in the paranormal, this incident serves as yet another reminder that the past is never truly gone, especially in places as old and storied as Ye Old Man and Scythe.